At some point, humanity made the simplest message on earth feel unreachable, not because it lacked depth, but because depth was replaced with complexity. The gospel was never designed to confuse. It was designed to confront and to free. From the beginning, it has always said the same thing. You cannot save yourself, and you were never meant to. That truth offends pride, so it gets buried under explanations. We added steps, we added performance, we added requirements God never asked for. And in doing so, we turned good news into a burden. But the message never changed. God did not come offering a system to master. He came offering himself, not a ladder, not a checklist, not a formula, life. The gospel does not begin with what you must do. It begins with what has already been done. That is why it brings rest before it brings direction. Religion reverses the order. It demands change before acceptance. The gospel produces change because acceptance is already given. This is where many get lost. They spend their lives trying to feel worthy, instead of trusting that worth was never the entry point. They strive for peace. Instead of receiving it, they work to be seen. Instead of realizing they already are. The gospel dismantles self-salvation at its root. It says, stop climbing, stop proving, stop negotiating. Come as you are and be transformed from there. Simple does not mean shallow. It means undiluted. Pure water does not need decoration to sustain life. The gospel does not need your contribution to be powerful. It needs your surrender. And surrender terrifies us, because surrender feels like loss until it becomes rest. When you stop trying to earn what was never for sale, something breaks inside you. The pressure lifts, the noise quiets, the striving ends. And you discover that faith was never about holding everything together. It was about being held. The gospel is not an invitation to be religious. It is an invitation to be reconciled. Not later, not after improvement, now. This is why it changes people forever. It does not modify behavior first. It reorients the heart, and from the heart, everything else follows. Here is the danger. When you complicate the gospel, you delay response. When you simplify it, you force honesty. And honesty demands a decision. You cannot remain neutral forever. At some point, you either rest in what you have been given, or you exhaust yourself trying to earn what was never required. The gospel is simple because it leaves no escape routes. You either receive it or you resist it. And that brings us to you. If faith has felt distant, heavy, or unattainable, what if the problem was never God? What if it was everything placed between you and Him? Strip it all away, and the question becomes clear. Will you trust, or will you keep striving? This is the end of the series, but not the end of the journey. If this message stripped away confusion and left you with clarity, stay with us. Subscribe, watch the other videos on this channel, and step into the simplicity that was always meant to set you free. Because the gospel is simpler than you think, and that is exactly why it changes everything.